Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I don't think my comments pop up on here, so I need to pull y'all up so I can see you. Good afternoon. When you're on, say hi. Oh boy, where's my... There I am. There I is. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wait just a moment. I am here. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Jody. Happy Friday. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Ferranda. Hi, Christina. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Maurice. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for being an anniversary follower. You too, Deborah. How you doing? Hi, Brenda. You too, Brittany. Hey, Brittany, dear. How you doing, girl? All right, right now I am not cooking, but I am here to share with you all about my cookbooks. So I'm excited. I just left a meeting with my distributor, and I have the go-ahead to go, and I can go ahead and start selling my books again. So most of you know, or maybe you don't know, I have now linked up with a distributor that can print my books on demand. That way we're not waiting a long time for our cookbooks. Can somebody say amen? Okay. So what I have done now, I've made some changes. Those who just want to get the inserts to my first or second book, you will be able to do that. You can get inserts for the first or the second. You'll see that available on my website. Okay, when you go there. Now, the changes I made to my book, what I did was, as you can see, it says first and second edition. I have combined all of my recipes into one book. So if you get this book, you're getting everything. Okay, and the main reason we're going to go ahead and do this sale is because Thanksgiving is coming up. So if you order your book by November 7th, then you will have your book by Thanksgiving. If you order after November 7th, you will not have your book by Thanksgiving. If somebody need to type that in the comments. If you order by November 7th, you will have your book by Thanksgiving. Now, one of the things I added to my book, for one, you can see the size is different. This is the normal size that I was selling. We no longer have the 3-ring binders. These are gone. They gone for good, okay? They're not coming back. So I'm going to be using these from now. So they're bigger, much bigger. This is a dedication page that I made to my dad, my grandma, my mom, and my Aunt Sharon. So I wrote a little something there for them. Some of them don't even know they're in here yet. And then my books, these have the scriptures on the divider page. And then it goes into the recipes, okay? And you can see how much bigger even the wording is. So, and you know, it just bends back. So I love these a lot more. Every page has a lot more pictures are in these as well. But every divider has a scripture. All right. And other than that, this one does have more pictures. I had my distributor, they added the pictures that I had them add. And it also has the seasonings. All that's in the back as well under the extras tab. And I think that's the only changes. So with this book, you're getting over 140 recipes. You are getting more pictures. You're getting the scriptures. And this is how I will be selling my books from now on. It is my first and second edition together. Okay, so there are some slight changes if you order this. Now these are no longer available with the 3-ring binder. I didn't want to do 3-ring binders, okay? But if you want just the inserts, you can order those, which is on my website. Okay, inserts for the second book and inserts for the first book. The first book, there's nothing in here. It's just a binder. But the first book inserts do not have pictures. They're not going to have pictures. The second book has some pictures, but the combined book, and you'll see it on there, it says combined edition, because there's no, you can't buy just the second cookbook by itself or the first book by itself. It's only in PDF, first or second, and it's inserts only, first and second. Okay, so this is the combined book. This is how I will be selling my books from now on. Combined. So you get all the recipes in one book. All of them in one book, okay? So, and it does have way more pictures. Way more pictures. So other than that, and then you have your reminder there. So Like I said, the size of these is like the size of, like this is my notebook, so you can see they're big. They're big. Okay. So I want to share that. So those will be available. Like I said, if you like your cookbook by Thanksgiving, you have until November 7th to place your order. I'll give you all a reminder here and there throughout the week because I know everybody won't see this live, which is fine. And I have people that follow me on YouTube that don't follow me on Facebook because they're not on Facebook or whatever. But I'll keep reminding you guys because that's just in case you forget or what have you. And then I'll let you all know, remind you of the cutoff time. Because I know sometimes, especially my peoples, we like to wait to the last minute. So I'll remind you next Sunday because we have to have a cutoff point. Okay. So, yes, they are, Charmaine. This is actually my copy. So the ones that you all get, this will be laminated. Yes, ma'am. So this is just a copy that it will be exactly like this, but y'all's will be more, you know, laminated and stuff like that. Hey, Latarsha. Hello. Yes, Debbie. The link to order, I'll pin it at the bottom, but I did put it above the live as well. It's just cookingwithaisha.net. Cookingwithaisha.net. And if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, you can always email me at cookingwithaisha@yahoo.com. Okay. The table of contents, these are all my books. I mean, these are all my recipes. So I'll give you an idea because I do have the table of contents in here. I did not put one in that one. So we got, I'm not going to go through everything, but all sorts of wings, shrimp meals. So it has appetizers and you have soups and salads. So under the soups and salads, you have things like chicken salad, chicken noodle soup, cabbage stew, black bean chili soup, white chicken chili. Yes, I have 2 or 3 dressing recipes in the book. That's why I wanted to get them out before Thanksgiving as well. Baked beans. Hold on, let me see. This is in alphabetical order. So let me see. There's the chicken dressing and then there's the turkey dressing. So that's if you wanted to do it with the meat. I'm trying to see where is the let me look in this book because I know where to go and I'll tell you exact. But all types of sides you can think of, different ways to make cabbage, and different size Brussels sprouts, things like that. So one of the things I love about my cookbook that I wasn't thinking about when I was actually putting it together is it has a wide variety of things. So it has a lot of things that you can use to make over the holidays, but it has a lot of everyday things that you can cook. So it's like my aunt, she be saying, girl, I was just looking at your cookbook to see what I'm gonna make today. You know, so it really is like a lot of just everyday things that you can make. The chicken and rice, that one's in there. Chicken and egg noodles, jambalaya, pot pie, chicken spaghetti. Let me see. Ribs, the stuffed shells, the crab stuffed shells. I'm looking for the dressing. We're gonna get to it because I want to tell y'all exactly the dressing that's in here. Hot tamale pie. It's all sorts of things in here. Of course, we got our turkey wings, the mustard fried ribs, mustard fried chicken. Not mustard fried ribs. The oven baked ribs. The oven fried ribs, excuse me. Oven fried chicken. Oxtails. Y'all, where is the dressing? Child, listen. And it's over 160 pages, so I'll try to find it for y'all. A lot of breakfast ideas, breakfast recipes, and things of that nature. Okay, so there's the turkey dressing. But I know I got the other dressing. I know it's more than one dressing recipe in here, you all. Stuffed peppers, things of that nature. I know the chicken dressing is in there. I know it is because, yes. And one of the things I do with my recipes, oftentimes I'll give you alternative ways. So if you've bought any of my books, you kind of know how I word my recipes. But I always tell you that you can either, if there's an alternative way to make it, I'll encourage you that way too. So if it's a stovetop meal, I'll let you know if it's something that you could also put in a slow cooker or vice versa. Or if it's a stovetop, I'll let you know that you could also bake it, you know, so, and things of that nature. So I'm good about reminding you of things like that or giving those little side notes. I always encourage you. I tell you what I use as far as my seasonings and the measurements, but I always tell you also, if it's a seasoning you have not tried, make sure you go light on that seasoning first, okay? And then I always encourage you also to use your own seasoning sometimes, because you don't have to necessarily use a seasoning because I recommend it. But if you want to holler like I holler, then try it at least one time with what I use. And then if you say, well, I want to use, you know, a different seasoning, then you can kind of tweak it or do what you want to do. But I always encourage you to listen. Try it how I tried it, honey. So again, for those that just came on, is much bigger, much bigger. And I was just thinking about people just being able to see. You know, you want to be able to read it. The other one's a little bit smaller. So that was my choice to make it bigger because I wanted, you know, I just wanted it that way. You know, when you're in the kitchen cooking, I wanted you to be able to, you know, be able to see what you're doing, honey. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So we will just keep it like this. First and second edition on my website, you will see it says combined edition. You can no longer get the binders, but if you have a binder already and you want just the inserts, you could just buy just the pages of the second. And then people were asking for inserts for the first book. Those inserts are also available. So make sure you're reading where it says inserts. And inserts are the pages, just the pages. So all you get is pages. So you're not going to get a binder. And I put the notes in there as well on my site to the note that if you order inserts, it's just the pages, and you would either need your own binder or you can purchase, I mean, if you order one of my previous books, you could put it in your own, okay? I mean, in the one you've already purchased, because it's going to fit in that. All right, so I'm going to answer any questions you have before I hop off. That way, those who watch the replay, it won't be just a long live of just the same thing over and over again. So if you have a question and I don't see it, please email me because the comments go really fast. Really fast, okay? Honey, okay, let's see. I'm going to order. Okay, thank you, Jason. Let me see. Hi, Trisha. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Hi, aloha. Is it the bells? Thank you for your orders. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I need my supporters. Yes. And I love the idea of putting them both together. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to this point. But as I was sitting there with the distributors, because I didn't want to continue with the 3-ring binder, I said, you know, I just want it to be all together. And, you know, y'all know I went through a hard time with this one, the second book, because when I got all the books, I had to put them in order myself. And then y'all know that next order, that second batch, honey, I just mailed them out. It was just too much. It was too much to do. So with the book already being in order, it's in the order that I want it to be. And I'm very happy with it. Thank you, dear. The website is pinned at the bottom. I will be cooking live this weekend on my YouTube. So make sure you follow my YouTube. I want to start giving a little more love to my YouTube. I'll probably do, set up another camera. The only thing I don't like to do the 2 cameras, you all, when I'm doing live on Facebook and live on YouTube, is because I like to pick the camera up and put y'all in the pot and things like that. So it takes a lot more time when you're doing one camera, you know, one phone at a time and all that. So if I wasn't doing all of that, then I could just do multiple, stream it multiple times. Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for coming on. I'm just sharing about the cookbooks that you can now get on my website. Now, the good news is that the cookbooks will be available continually. Okay, so that's one thing you won't have to worry about. But when I give you deadlines, it's for a reason. So the November 7th cutoff point is because it's because of what they have to do to get your books to you. And then it's quite a few orders, and they have other people that they mail out for too. So, yeah. So at least by November 7th, that's a safe time to say that you'll have your books probably within that next week. But we know that we'll have them all out before Thanksgiving, because that's the whole point. I want people to have their books by Thanksgiving. So if you order after November 7th, it'll come at some point. And who knows, maybe it'll come by Thanksgiving. We can't, you know, promise that. But we can if you get it by November 7th, then at least you know you'll have your book by Thanksgiving. And of course, if you order after that, you know you'll have it by Christmas for sure, because they'll be mailing them out weekly. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Opa. Hi, Tanya, watching from Japan. Thank you, Charlene. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, and I needed it. I needed the distributor because I do sell a lot of cookbooks, and it's annoying when you have to like stop, because I was doing everything myself. I was having the books shipped to me. I'm packaging books, arranging books, you know, printing labels. I'm doing all of that myself. So it was like, I couldn't handle it. I could not handle it. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Bernice. I love it. And I'm going to show you all the inside. So this is the dedication page. This is my dad. Y'all have seen him before. This is my best friend. One of my best friends, my Aunt Sharon. This is my mom. So proud of her. Just got off the phone with her. And that's my grandmother, which y'all seen her in the picture. That's on my counter. So I wrote to them, I dedicate this book to my late grandmother, Margaret Harper, my father, Omar Bilal, my mother, Deirdre Frederick, and my Aunt Sharon Smith. Thank you for the role each of you have played in helping me to become who I am today. I love you always and forever. So, yep, that's that. So I wanted to dedicate something to them. So now I can actually focus on another book. moving right along. Thank you, Cynthia. I like to keep things simple, and I like to make things that are budget friendly. So most of the things that I do make, if you're new to my page, they're not anything hard. Like literally, children can watch my cooking and actually get it. It's really simple, and it's good. It's good. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, Rochelle. And I'm telling you, you will be able to go through here and find something to cook. I promise you that. You will, because it's such a wide variety of stuff. You know, you got from holiday stuff to just simple things. You got, you know, like from Creole to pork chops, oxtails, pig feet, you know, all kind of stuff. Chicken, beef, you know, whatever. Seafood. And just a variety of things. But that's kind of how I like to eat. I don't like to eat the same thing over and over again, except chili. Chili is one of my favorite things. I could probably eat chili once a week, to be honest with you. I just get a taste for it once a week. But I told y'all, my grandmother, she used to make that for me when I was young, and I think that's why. And it's not that I like to eat on it for days, but it's just once a week, I like to just have a little bowl of chili, and she would put spaghetti in it. That's how she would make it for me. So, she said, the large Prince Grape. Yes, Iris, Miss Iris. That's one of the reasons why I made it bigger too. Because I do have a lot of elderly people that follow me. And I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, at least if we're younger, I know you can see. But, I mean, when you're elderly, you don't want to be squinting to read. So, I wanted it to be big enough to where you can actually, you know, read it. And it's, you know, not too hard to read. Aaron, it depends. Like, I love creating. I'm more of a creator. So if I'm not creating the recipe, of course, there are many things that have already been around. So what I'll do is I'll say, okay, I'm going to make this, but I'm going to make it my own. And so I'll create my own version of things. So, but usually I like to create. I like to literally, I haven't really had much time to sit and create like I used to, but the time is coming where I'm going to be able to create much more. Because when you have a lot of stuff going on in your life, sometimes it can cloud your creativity or whatever it is that you do. You may find it's hard to kind of focus, and you know, when you got stuff going on. So now I can you know, I can see that now this has been a big hurdle. So this was a big accomplishment for me to get that, you know, out the way, so that I don't have to worry about books, because that would just, y'all don't even understand. When I have a cookbook sale, I automatically go into this mode because I already know what's going to happen. I know what's going to, it's like, and it's just, it's so stressful. It was stressful and things of that nature. And it just, you know, had me in a little place until I get it done. So, Erica, you want to know how to make egg rolls? We need to make some egg rolls. Oh, that peach cobbler cheesecake, honey, that's good. Thank you all for your orders. So if there's any other questions, thank you so much. Thank you, Tunky. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Dana. I do have my peach cobbler cheesecake, banana pudding cheesecake, peach cobbler, sweet potato pie. Yeah, I don't have many desserts. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, dear. Thanks, you all. I see you. It's just going really fast. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Cecilia. To God be the glory. Because I really, y'all, if you've been following me, you know it's frustrating because you go to order a book and they sold out. Because they would only be so many books available. And they sell out like that. And then, you know, you got to wait like another 2 months just to order a book. So I know it's been frustrating. So thank you all for your patience. Cabbage rolls. I got cabbage something. I know I got my cream of cabbage. And then, you know, I just got regular cabbage. I got cabbage stew. It's something else cabbage in here I got. Because I know I got baked or stovetop cabbage. I don't think I have cabbage rolls. No, and that's regular cornbread dressing. So I got a regular dressing recipe, you all. There's the chicken and dressing, and then there's the turkey and dressing. That's what it is. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Yes, I think somebody said if you have the first book. So if you have the first book, now if you just want all the updates to my cookbook, this one has more pictures and it has the dedication. It has scriptures in it, like on each of these pages. That's not available in the other book. So if you just want the pages though to add to one of your binders that you already have, you can order that. Okay. And then and you can do the first or second. I know you all were asking for inserts for the first book because we didn't have that available before, but now we do. So one thing about a book distributor, honey, they can do anything. It's like, yep, we can do that and we can do that. Yep, we can do that. So they were just so pleasant and kind and, you know, easy to work with. Just some good people. All right, you all. So I'm going to hop off. I was trying to see if I saw any other questions. You're welcome, dear. Mary, who gonna eat them desserts? My next book, now my next cookbook, you all, you know, it's gonna be not a new distributor. This is my first distributor, Dion. My next book, you all, is gonna be focused toward diabetic recipes and low carb. Those are kind of one and the same, but I'm focusing more on that. Okay, we got a lot of delicious recipes. Some of these are healthy, but for the most part, they're the taste good, carb heavy recipes. Let's just be honest. But that's what tastes good, you know. So now I'm going to focus on creating some recipes that diabetics can enjoy and still have the flavor, you know, as well as those of us who are watching our carbs now, you know. So I'm going to do more low carb and diabetic. I don't know about vegetarian. I may be to incorporate some of those, Diane, in this next book that I'm working on. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do them one and the same. It's gonna be for diabetic as well as low carb. Thank you, Vanita. Amen, Lauren. It is, and I know I have people that are dear to my heart that are diabetic, so I want to be able to, you know, have something for them. And then my other book will be more inspirational. That's right, Carl. More inspirational. I'm going to write a book dedicated to my mom. She doesn't know it yet, but it's going to be an encouragement for children who have had drug addicted parents, and also for parents who were drug addicted and your children, you know, are having a hard time forgiving you. I want to just encourage, you know, children to forgive their parents, and to give a little insight on how God helped me through my process, and everything, and how beautiful he has made things in his time, you know. So, but the main thing is to forgive, is to love people where they are, love them through what they're going through, and forgive, okay? And get that chip off your shoulder, because if your parents were on drugs, they don't owe you anything. And especially if they come out of it and, you know, they're trying to get their life, in order and do the right thing, that's not the time to beat them up and remind them of all the things they did. Now, your feelings are valid and all of that, but take that to the Lord. Take all your heartache, your pain, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas, take all that to the Lord and allow him to help you to work through that, you know, because beating the person up about it, it's not going to change the past. It's not going to change anything that didn't happen. It ain't going to change anything that has happened, you know. So it's better just to take it to the Lord and let him help you. Or there's support groups. I'm not telling you can't work with people, but don't beat people up when they're trying to change their life, you know, and they changed their life, because they don't live in the past. You living in the past. They done moved on. Somebody, I don't do that no more. You talking about, but I remember when, you know, it ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help you. You know, forgiveness is for you. I assure you of that. Forgiveness is for you. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you for the stars too. I see you all. Thank you, Miss Mary. So I'm going to write that book to encourage, mainly to help those who are still holding on to that, to anger and bitterness and all of that, you know, the past pretty much. I want to help those persons get through that, you know, and give them some different perspectives that, you know, the Lord gave me through his spirit of how to walk through and to get over some things. So the Lord, he can do it. He can do it, but it's going to take him to do it, but you got to let him do it. That's the only thing, because if you don't let him do it, it ain't going to happen. And you're just going to walk through your life very angry and upset, and ain't nothing going to change, and you just going to be miserable. But when you forgive, it sets you free. It sets the other person free, and it sets you free. So now my mom in a whole different place in her life. She good. She's straight. She's living her life. So what good would it be if I'm upset or angry? I don't want to talk to you. No. But anyway, I'll let y'all read the book. So that's going to be what I'm working on. The low carb and the diabetic cookbook, and then my inspirational book that'll be dedicated to my mom and anybody else who's walking through that. So, you know, there's hope. There's hope. But, you know, the Lord knows. He knows your pain. He knows what you've been through and everything. So, but he wants you to be free. He wants you to be free. Praise God. That's right, Miss Brenda. All right, y'all. So thank you in advance for everybody who will purchase a cookbook. Thank you for those who have already purchased a cookbook. Since I've been selling my cookbooks, I've always been blessed by you all. So I appreciate you. Thank you for your support, whether you're praying for me, whether you are whatever, purchasing my cookbooks, my t-shirts, whatever you're doing. Thank you. Hopping on my lives. All of that is a support, and I appreciate it. I really do. So I got to go pick up Alana, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to cook tonight or tomorrow. Remember, I'll be on YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, you just go over to YouTube and just look up Cooking with Aisha, and you'll see me. And so I'll be make sure you turn on your notifications. So I'll be live this weekend over there. I may still go live Sunday here. Maybe. So maybe. All right, y'all. I love you. And I'll see you soon.